everyone, and welcome back to SimTrack's broadcast as we come to you live here with the National Race Association. We're going to go ahead and kick this off already into qualifying as we got live just in time, taking a look at a couple of our guys on the top fives. Tom Senchak, Blake Hoppe, Corey Harville, Josh Conover, and Ryan Ferraro. Four of those guys are rookies here in this league. Excellent timing here by Josh Conover as he secures a fourth place position. But Hoppe and Harville in their Toyotas breaking up the Chevrolets. They're in the top five, able to get on the board. I'm waiting to see kind of where a couple of our other guys are going to be. I think their penalties may be dished out, and we'll kind of see how that plays out for some of them, especially drivers like Jacob Malone and company, to see how well they can do from the back of the field. Cody Reeder, I'm waiting to find where his car is going to end up, seeing that number 17 came away very, very close there at Dover. And Stella, talk to me a little bit about this racetrack and kind of what this, what these guys have kind of all kind of rallied up here for the night.
Sure. Well, we're looking at a relatively new track in the scheme of things. It opened up in 2001. Jeff Gordon actually won the inaugural race for the Cup Series. But this is a 1.5 mile tri-oval with that variable banking, 17 to 20 degrees in the corners, 9 to 11 degrees on the front stretch, and 5 in the back. This is an asphalt track that was recently, well, relatively, finished in 2012.
All right, this is also the track that's been pulling a lot of drivers away from Iowa Speedway, which I'm sure Rusty Wallace isn't too happy about, but we are going to go ahead and give it their best here. Take a look still at Cody Reeder sitting 12th right now. We would love to get a little more speed out of that machine, but I am just not seeing it right now. He's trying his best to get around there. A little bit faster during that last clip here, and let's see, 12th, and we remain in the same spot. So the number 17 Ford will be starting outside the top 10, unfortunately. Still about another 10 seconds left in qualifying, and that should do it for us. Right now, we'll go ahead and take a look at some of our race information as you take a look here at Kansas Speedway. Kind of an odd-shaped 1.5 mile track as these guys get ready to go here. 160 laps is what they're going to be doing, though, so I've got to admit, you know, when we see 160 laps, you're going to think this kind of truck along for a while. But the stages are going to come into big-time play here tonight, seeing with only at 60% fuel limit. 48 and 99 are where the stages are going to be stopped. 5 sets of tires will be hanging out down in the pits. Of course, no faster pairs. I believe Jacob Gladelick may be out there. I believe either Gladelick or Guileless are going to be out there as our race control here tonight. Me, of course, your lead producer, and Stella as our fine broadcaster. Joining alongside me, and 82 degrees on the track. Stella, talk to me about that 13 miles an hour of wind. We've seen it kind of pushing guys around here a little bit out of 2. You know, what are the drivers saying out there?
Not much. They are managing to keep their line where they want it. So far, they have not been in traffic, but I don't see it making much of a difference for them with this beautiful banking.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm definitely hoping, seeing how variable it is. What do you say we get to the starting grid here for the night?
Yes.
I think everybody else is going to be pretty excited as everybody gets onto the track. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup here for the night, because I've got to get through it. I tell you, there are a boatload of drivers out here, which is really unusual for any league, but NORA has definitely shown you guys how to do it. Race number 12 is going to get kicked off with Tom Senchak and Blake Hoppe in the front row. Corey Harville sitting in the Toyota, the 92 that is, sitting third next to Josh Conover. Following behind Conover in the Flatline Motorsports gang, Vincent Arthur starts fifth next to Ryan Ferraro on the outside of row number 3. Kevin Gunther sits 7th. Ryan Bird will be 8th. Logan Monteith in the number 99 looking to still turn that luck around. He'll be seeing if he can get the third 9 as he starts 9th. Brady Moats in the number 19 will be starting on the outside of row number 5. Tyler DeTalon. We'll see if John's out there waiting on Tyler DeTalon to come away with a top podium position here tonight in 11th. Moving on back to Cody Reeder, we saw during his qualifying time, little tough out there. He seemed very fast, but still outside of the top 10. He's going to have his work cut out for him here for the remainder here of the night. Rotating on through to Ryan Petty and Cody Smith That number 20 machine looking to see if he can rally up a little luck that, like Tony Stewart paint scheme, see if he can come up with something. Maybe it'll work for him. All right, rotating on back to Dustin Kleba, Cameron Thompson, Justin Moody, and Kyle Rochelle. Rochelle, I think, finally being released off a little bit of some penalty issues he's been having all season. Hopefully he's able to definitely keep it clean and move up to the front. Matthew George, I believe, normally in the Powerade, number 5. We'll see how he does out there. Right now, yes, he is still in the Powerade, right next to Cody Dorsey, rounding out our top 20. Tim Harper sits 21st, next to Jake Christenberry. Dakota Hendrickson sits in 23rd, next to Zach Hollinger, and a couple more drivers still left with Dylan Banks, Blade Timmons, Aaron Krolick, and Thomas Walters. Jacob Malone starting way back in 29th. Dakota Moniz is 30th. Height, Gladelick, Gillis, and Kulikowski starting in the back rows. And you want to talk about finding a satellite to find the last couple of guys here.
Yeah.
As we have Scott Kerberg and I believe Derek Riley in the final rows. Let's go ahead and get this one kicked off. Green flag is underway, and we are going. Here we are, right in front. Tom Senchak getting a great jump, 1, 2, and 3. Harville moves up one spot. Hoppy's in third, and Vincent Arthur snugs into the 4th position, already bumping his teammate Conover out of the way here. Right now, fastest on the track is Corey Harville. As Harville takes the high side line, he may go ahead and run Senchak. Yeah. Down to the bottom. Right now, it looks like a penalty is having to be served by Senchak.
Ooh.
Yeah, Senchak already working his way down. It looks like possibly a drive-through. We'll check in and see out there in the chat if RC has anything to say about this. I don't know if there was a jump at the line or if we're serving a penalty from last race. All right, let's go ahead and keep an eye on Harville, our new leader, but for how long as Blake Hoppy takes the top side. Top side for the 91. 2 Toyotas here in the front row, but Vincent Arthur's going to stick his Chevrolet right in the middle. Yes, he is. 3 wide as we come to the line. Vincent Arthur leads that lap, and that's as close as the real-life Kansas race, is it not, Stella?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they set a new record this past weekend for anybody who didn't watch. At least watch the last 5 minutes of that race, because they set the closest finish in NASCAR Cup history at Kansas.
All right, fantastic job. You can kind of see a little bit of bobbing and weaving out there. Vincent Arthur down on the bottom, rotates up toward the top. We'll see if his tires can handle out that long, making the moves toward the high side like that. Arthur, Hoppy, Conover, and Harville sit 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still battle here for third, as it looked like a little bit of Corey Harville trying to take on Conover, but that's not going to work as Ryan Ferraro comes alive. Outside line for him. Ferraro returns back to 4th, and now he's up at least 2 positions. Now, Stella, we're already starting to separate our Toyotas up here in the top 10 by just a hair. DeTalent already sliding into 7th. Looking pretty solid out there. I believe he's brought the Sour Skittles scheme back to the track.
Yes.
And see if that number 29 can kick off a little better tonight and see if that paint scheme may be able to change his game.
Yeah, Jay out there in the chat already noticed that one for me. He pointed it out first off.
Yeah, taking a look already. Jay out there also noticed the Skittles car is out there again. Right now, Harville goes from the lead down to 6th. I don't know if something's kind of ticking off here, but I do want to take a peek up here toward the battle for 2nd as Conover makes a quick sweep around Blake Hoppy. Ferraro sits down in 4th, but Ferraro getting a good line, getting to use a little bit of draft there from Conover to help sling him into turn number 1. We are still 3 wide back here, though, as Cody Smith is down on the bottom. I believe that is Monteith all the way toward the top, scrubbing the wall. Very, very close, and Harville caught in almost a 3 wide. He is a 3 wide all the way back, and we still handle 3 abreast for at least half a lap.
Oh, yeah, and they don't seem to be slowing down any, too. We're still 3, even 4 at some points here.
Yep, trying to figure out if they're going to be able to settle this down a little bit. Right now, top speed out there touching over 196 miles an hour. Still flying around this track. These guys have got these cars on a roll and set up quite well. But Kyle Rochelle gaining 5 here so far on the night as he settles down in the 13th. But with Harville actually rolling back, unfortunately, right now Harville down 10 positions from his original qualifying spot of 3rd. Harville may be looking to be taken over by yet another driver, and that is going to be the rookie of Kyle Rochelle.
Yeah, we are definitely having some lead changes here right off the bat in these first 8 laps.
Yep, and we're trying to see how these guys are snugging around just a little bit. Conover has fallen off by about a second here off Vincent Arthur. But Stella, we've seen multiple times here at Kansas what was the key to winning, and it's tire strategy. Who takes off and when the tires fry off is going to be the big question out there that I think is everybody's really going to raise their hand about here is Vincent Arthur taking off now? Those tires are going to burn up here in about 15 laps, and he's going to march all the way to the back of the field.
Yeah, we have seen that. Ooh, here's another 3 wide going with Cody Smith on the inside, Kleba in the middle, and Bird on the outside.
Yeah, but look who sticks his nose in there. That is actually Ryan Patty. Supposed to be in the 56 Chevrolet here, but I see him in the number 30 DeWalt. He's still trying out there, as right now Ryan Patty has fought himself into the top 10. Somebody who's actually been fighting like a mother out there is actually Jake Christenberry. Jake Christenberry in the 93 Toyota out there, he has started, I believe, back there in 22nd, as he has already moved up, battling there close for the top 10 here. Very, very close, as right now I see a couple of drivers still working their way out of pits here. I believe Zach Hollinger is taking it to the garage already. Something may have happened to the 88 machine. And Kevin Gunther, that is who we saw working his way out as we speak. He's unfortunately down about 8 laps here, so hopefully he's going to be able to continue on, and still maybe a couple of cautions can help him work on catching up. Stella, talk about 3 wide. Look back here around the Aaron Krolick area. Krolick in the 01. These guys are sliding all over the track. Cameron Thompson on the inside. And normally we've seen a lot of trouble come from the back of the field, but man, they are definitely working it everywhere.
Yeah, I'm loving it. This is racing. What I don't see actually is that sliding. These guys have this stuff under control right now. Now, mind you, that's not saying they aren't moving sideways on purpose, cutting in, diving out. But it looks good to me.
Yeah, already the top 10 separated by almost 2.5 seconds. We'll pop in on Ryan Ferraro here in a little bit because I noticed he's actually starting to gain time here on Vincent Arthur. These two guys have left the remainder of the field. Looks like Conover's going to have to make up about a second to find Ryan Ferraro. As Ryan Ferraro has come alive here the past few laps, we may have a battle for the lead momentarily, but I want to rotate back around that Ryan Bird area. Christenberry still charging. Look at the outside here for the 93. This is now the 14th position he's gained. Now he's looking at 8th. Dustin Kleba will be next on his list. And right now, Stella, we may be all excited about a driver moving up to the front here, but we've seen it happen that the fall-off can just be so immense that there's almost nothing out there. Check out DeTalent. DeTalent really in a bad spot. Right now he's kind of shuffling around. It looks like everything's settled down, and DeTalent can get back to running his line.
Yeah, he needs to give his spotter an extra bonus for tonight, because I think he hurt him just at the last minute and didn't come down on the 93 at Christenberry.
Yeah, Christenberry with just scrubbing the wall last lap did slow his roll down a little bit there. Fortunately, the safer barrier walls won't apply too much damage to the 93.
Point.
Oof. As Tim Harper goes ahead and tests that theory, as Tyler DeTalent is still following behind Christenberry. Now, DeTalent started in 11th, right outside the top 10 here, so he is trying to make a quick little shot at it here, but it doesn't seem to be working out. I'm waiting to see if Tim Harper can kind of come alive here. Let's take a look at Tim Harper, left front fender.
Yeah, it looked like Cody Smith actually was giving DeTalent a little extra encouragement from behind. And you were asking about John. Yes, John DeTalent is out there in the chat.
Yep, Tim Harper, another shot to the wall there. Looked like he was following DeTalent there, unfortunately. Right now, biggest mover of the race is up 14 positions right now. He is Nick Gillis. Nick Gillis back here in 19th. Now he's looking at the 15th position as he is sliding on through. Not bad here for the owner of his team. Starting to charge back to the front. I've got to say, Gillis, I don't see him been qualifying very well ever. But, you know, it's nothing against him. Maybe he's just terrible at taking tests, but when it's time to perform, he can make it happen.
Yeah, it's amazing, though, when you say somebody's up 14 places and they're still in the 20s. So that's a big field. Yeah, well, definitely it brings a lot better racing, especially when you have a full field.
And definitely, you guys can check out simtracksbroadcasting.com. You can find all of the leagues that we do run out there. If there's one you see us broadcasting, and obviously you're going to get some camera time, go ahead and join one of those leagues. I guarantee you there isn't a single one not looking for drivers out there. So you can definitely find what kind of vehicles you want to drive and race for that league. All right, taking a look here. Right now, there's a little bit of attitude going on out there between Cody Reeder and the 27 of Kyle Rochelle. Rochelle's starting to kind of rearrange the rear bumper of the 17 here, and I don't think he's too happy with maybe the way he's letting up here. As you see, obviously, Stella, there's the different driving habits here as Aaron Kralik backs that turn way up here, following behind Cody Smith, and now he checks up, and now we've got guys chasing all over the place, shuffling all over the track.
Well, sure, that, it all depends on who does high lines and low lines, where they pull off to reduce their speed a little bit. Some of them do it just by taking their foot off the gas. Some of them, wow, that's close. Do it by hitting the brake, but it's best if you can find somebody who does kind of the same thing, or you're going to be playing bumper cars.
Yeah, not bad. 3 wide going down the backstretch here. Kralik kind of ruins that battle here for that about that 15th to 12th place here as he smacks it off the wall. Already Ferraro was getting close, about less than a quarter of a second off Vincent Arthur's bumper there, but it doesn't seem that worked out very well for him. Let's take a look off the back of Tyler DeTalon here with his brake car designs machine and looking out the back. Take a look how everybody kind of fans out around these turns. I like the line Cody Smith runs, but man, I don't know if that's going to hold on for as long as he would like.
Yeah, well, he's doing oops, sorry, I was going to say, yeah, Cody Smith is doing a lot of east-west work, which I think is going to end up, like you say, burning those tires off a little quicker than running just a nice, calm, straight line.
Yeah, well, we already have a little bit of break out there in the action as we take a look all the way back here with Guylis. Guylis has been falling. Yes, he's charging up, but look at the distance before we finally find this guy. Right now, Guylis is sitting off almost second here before he can find the next driver. Fortunately, he may be able to use Kevin Gunther's draft here to help catch back up to the front back, which unfortunately has started to really lead these guys by almost a second and a half. Yeah, let's rotate up to Aaron Kralik now. Kralik's still under fire. This guy, I don't think, has gone a couple of laps without having somebody to the inside or to the outside. Kralik's still trying to see if they can fight his way through. And right now, they're saying out there, Kralik, pit stop.
That's a 23. Okay.
Well, stage break is at 48, so might be trying to cut it in half here. Needs to go a couple more laps and maybe trying to see if he can pit earlier. Get through. Harville still sitting down at 14th. Unable to battle his way back. Christenberry's roll has kind of come to a halt here as he kind of slows down to 13th. I believe, whoa, Christenberry having trouble as the left side's locked up on him here. We saw a couple speeding penalties in a different league here at Kansas as the way the transfer is between each of between the racing circuits and getting down on the apron for a pit entry. So you're going to see a lot of guys kind of bumping, bobbing out there, trying to get back onto the track and try to slow it down a little bit. Ryan Patty has actually fought himself up to the second position here, Stella. And right now, I've got to say, kind of hats off here to the number 30 Chevrolet who sits second.
Yeah, this is we've had a lot of movement. Take a look at Malone in 14th. He's had a nice charge forward.
Yeah, we may say some are getting a little bit of movement. Ryan Ferraro is just now working his way out of the pit. He was sitting second. Obviously, he's nervous about running out of tire before the end here. Let's check in on our top 3. Vincent Arthur, Ryan Petty. Blake Hoppy is who we're taking a look at. Josh Conover, Ryan Bird round out our top 5. Right now, everybody belongs here in the top 5, still remains in the top 5. Blake Hoppy and Josh Conover started here, and Vincent Arthur as well, but everybody else is a newcomer as Ryan Bird has actually started from the 8th position, now has a solid run with Logan Monteith to his rear.
And the 56 of Patty has just gone into the pits.
Yeah, right now we keep seeing Patty going into the pit along with Malone and Moniz. All 3 of those rookies are heading down pit road here. And I'm starting to see pit road starting to actually heat up a little bit with Logan Monteith, Cody Smith, and right now see Jay out there saying Cody Smith, he's probably tuned in to not only our stream but his in-car view as he races. And probably he's saying Cody Smith is kind of calm out there.
No, I think that was in reference earlier to when I said needs to be calm and go forward versus all the side to side to try to save some tires. And he went, Cody Smith, calm. So.
We'll see if we can float over top here and take a look at Corey Harville. Harville, about to get squeezed there by Moats to the inside. Cameron Thompson saw that car get real big there, really close, really fast. Vincent Arthur still leads this race, Stella, 28 laps in here at Kansas.
Yeah, now my question is when will he call it? Because he has been out there with no help or anything for all these laps.
Well, we can never seem to get a straight answer from any of the guys in the lead as Arthur's heading down pit. Does the fresh air consume less fuel? As the engines have to fight a little harder through dirty air. So if he was able to get out front, then he was able to maintain, maintain the lead for a lot longer. I'm interested, it's actually really nice to see it not burn off as soon as we had thought. Let's take a look here. 5th place, Kyle Rochelle and Corey Harville. These two were going at it there for just a little bit. Looks like we tune in right when they kind of go ahead and throw in the towel here, decide not to continue fighting it out, maybe trying to just make it last. Harville into the wall. And right now, Harville's been having a little bit of trouble here, Stella. That Toyota's just not handling, like it just seems way too tight for him.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if he heads into pits, sometimes these guys, they just need to fight with what they've got, because they'll go in, they'll make an adjustment in these wonderful open setups, and they'll come out worse than they went in.
Yeah, we've seen that before. Vincent Arthur even said he made an adjustment one time that was a mistake. Look at the 16 squeeze. Wow. Well, the 16 squeezing through like that is just kind of gives you that little bit of a show there of, what a set of decent tires will do for you here. Holy cow. Yeah, that was pretty close. Well, fortunately, they kind of avoided that one. I think the 16 was probably, screaming over the radio, I'm on your outside. And lets them know. Stella, right now, looking at our top 14 drivers, they have yet to pit. Right now, I'm still waiting to find out. Vincent Arthur sitting 15th. Ryan Ferraro trying to wait for his lap to come back here. But still, Hoppy remains out there. So I believe, Stella, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the past few races, I think we may have found our new fuel calculator.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at last race, he didn't bother much with stage 1 and stage 2, but when it really counted, he finished in 3rd for the final, only passed up by Kralik and Norman.
Boy, look at the bumping and rubbing we got out here.
Yeah.
Good. Ryan Bird looks like he gets nudged a little bit here. Heading down the front
racing.
Well, check out the teammates who were up front.
Yeah, I was watching. You were just about to show there was going to be a little push going on back here.
Go ahead. Right now, I'm taking a look at KPR Motorsports and seeing if they're kind of trying to team up out there and figure out if anybody's got any different speed. Obviously, their pit strategies are different. Reeder still remains out front. 34 laps into the race here. Only got about another 14 laps left to go before we hit stage break. Once again, we appreciate you guys joining us here at the National Racing Association. Obviously, you can see no matter how many times you hit that number 1 button that says pitting in, everyone's still staring out the windshield. It's hard to look up toward the top.
Oh, man. I thought for sure he was fixing to be crushed.
Yeah, no, that was very, very close. Ryan Bird now assumes the lead, about 2.5 seconds in front of Brady Moats. Still waiting for Moats, Banks, Moody, Kulikowski, and Bird to pit. It's Christopher kind of hammering the doors off here, trying to make it a little racy out there. Kristen Berry originally came in and pit on lap 23. So he should have enough to make it to the end.
Yeah, now Moats lost a couple positions in the standings last week, but he's still locked in from his win and you're in.
Take a look. We are power shifting here. Get around Benson Arthur now to his inside, to his outside, excuse me, as Kristen Berry takes the inside line. Might want to ride up a little farther into Vincent Arthur there. Goes ahead and sweeps him. Arthur takes the high line. Looks like we're falling back. Right now, if the guys are here in the front, our new leader would end up being Ryan Patty. 15-second pit stop time for Ryan Patty on lap 25. Kristen Berry had a 10-second pit stop time on 23. And Vincent Arthur had a 6-second pit stop time on lap 28.
So they are going to save their tires then, it looks like, for the stage breaks.
You know, I probably would go ahead and, wipe your hands clean of this one. And have an extra one when it is a planned stoppage when everybody comes down pit to reset. Right now, Ryan Bird's still out front, though. Probably think this is where he's going to draw the line. Yep, that's going to do it for him.
Oh, slow down.
Yep, he's working his way on in. Patty, 28 seconds off him. He'll go ahead and obtain the lead here very, very soon. Jake Christenberry only half a second behind him here. So far, Christenberry doing an excellent, a fantastic job here. Fighting his way up front, so Prestige TRD taking over here. As he's right now trying to reel in Ryan Patty and see if these two can kind of run away with this one before Ferraro can catch up, as his lap 23 pit stop only consisted of a 10-second stop. So he is pretty much level here with Jake Christenberry. See if they can get it going on. But Stella, talk about, Pitty on the same lap, having almost identical pit times, and Ryan Ferraro sitting off almost 2 seconds off pace.
Yeah, that's not, well, I'd say that's a lot, but in the past week at Kansas, we have seen that and more eaten up in just a few laps. It is not insurmountable, but you got to stay off the wall.
Yeah, that you do. And right now, the driver I would expect to kind of see come back alive would be Dylan Banks out there.
Oh, what a cool new car.
Yeah, you're seeing Dylan Banks out there on our Saturday league. I believe he actually ran away with that one, coming away with the win. Right now, he is hanging out in 21st in his Chevrolet, so he's having a little bit tougher of a time here.
Maybe difference between the Cup and the Xfinity cars? Or no?
Maybe. I don't know. Might be fine fighting maybe more of a fixed setup in here. Dylan Banks actually came in on lap 37. Much later than everybody else. So he should be flying right now. Last lap time was a 32:25 by Dylan Banks.
But when he came in, was it a splash and go or was it tires?
7.3 seconds.
Splash and go. So I wouldn't think that he would have any advantage with tires.
Yeah, it's just going to level the playing field when they go into pit. And that'd be the only thing is you got to try to offset everybody here. You got to figure out what somebody else is doing that they're not. He needs to gain position so that could he sacrifice tires? 110% he could. All right, let's go ahead and move up to this gaggle of cars here as I want to check in on Jacob Malone, who's up 19 positions. Started 29th. Now he hangs out in 10th. So not bad. You talk about on the move. Christenberry up 20. Kralik up 23. But Kralik, he came in and took 4 tires and fuel. So definitely a little switch up that Kralik needed. As Kralik actually came down on lap 22. Stella, 4 laps to stage. Right now looking pretty solid here for Ryan Patty possibly winning the stage as he's pulling away from Christenberry.
He is. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be some good bonus points.
Yep, we'll tune in back in on Smith. See how Smith is doing. Right now, Smith is up 5, sitting 9th. Right now, he's got Jacob Malone in tow. Got a huge chunk of cars there for a moment. Waiting to see if Harville's going to come back alive here. Yep, there's Harville down on the bottom. He's going to knock Jacob Malone out of the top 10. Harville did come in 9 laps later than Malone. It looks like a 4-tire stop as well. Jacob Malone took 4 tires and not back on lap 25. I think some of the guys are starting to realize if they can hang out for another 10 laps, they can still remain competitive. As Corey Harville, another driver down. Next is going to be Vincent Arthur, and you're seeing he's passed not 1, but 2 here on the same lap. Harville flies up into 8th. Will this cost him in the long run, Stella?
I do not know. I will not make that call. I will reserve that for you.
I wouldn't do that. As you see, Vincent Arthur looks like he goes up and nudges the wall here. Cody Smith underneath. Blake Hoppy will be soon close behind. Hoppy followed by Cameron Thompson, who sits 12th. Right now, Hoppy losing 9 here on the night so far. Now I'm waiting to see what is going on. If somebody has an answer out there for Senchak. Yeah, Senchak actually sitting down in 32nd, fortunately on the lead lap.
Ow, Cody. Oh, sorry. Cody Smith hit the wall, and I thought for sure he was going to come down and make contact there.
Well, well-timed caution here.
Woo. Yeah, Hoppy had to be sweating that one.
Stella, that is stage number 1. Ryan Patty comes away with a stage win. Everybody trying to hurry up to the pace car. As I guarantee you guys are ready to get down in the pits. Oof. I think some of these guys didn't think the pace car was going to be that close.
So, Patty, Christenberry, and Ferraro.
Yeah, Patty actually took 4 tires on that stop. The only one here in the top 3. Wonder if a 2-tire stop may not be the right call here. Alrighty, down pit road they come. I was saying Senchak was on the lead lap here. Looks like he's going to be hanging out. And Derek Riley will be our lucky dog. Going on around.
Boy, look at those top 20. They look like they're falling into a cement mixer.
Yeah, we'll try to ignore that part.
Where's our 21 to 40?
21 to 40.
Yeah, we only had 1 through 20.
Ah,
In the tower.
Impossible.
No, really.
All right, we'll see if I can find the pace car out there. I believe Jacob Gladelick. Yeah. There he is.
No. Not the choose cone car.
Yeah. Well, the choose cone car works pretty well as long as everybody's...
Heads up.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know how to put any more blinky lights on it or something.
Uh-oh. Jay's out there saying, watch out, Harville.
Poor
Oh,
guy.
my goodness. I don't know which one was worse off, honestly. Although I think it'll be a while before he lives it down.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say anything. I mean, it's
Oh, we rode along with him, and he was riding right behind the guy in front of him. The guy in front of him zigged to the left to take the inside lane, and boom, there it was. So, yeah, the last thing you expect is for it to be a car to be stopped dead in front of you like that when you don't see it. All right, hang on.
the dreaded choose cone car.
Here they come. Hey, we seem to have kind of a decent split for inside and outside lane.
There's Vincent Arthur.
Darn it.
It's the whole thing is when somebody psychs you out right before, is they wait till the
Yes.
last minute and jerk, and then it's too late.
Come on, guys, catch up. Okay.
All right, would like to give a great thank you to Jacob Gladelick out there, unable to race as he is our choose cone car.
Well, he could do this lap real quick. Get a little feel.
Yeah.
No, okay.
All right, down pit road he comes.
Safe and sound once again. Pace check lights are out.
Yep.
We are snugging up.
Take
And
a
we
look
have-
at Jay out there in the chat.
Yes.
Did not have ability to.
Uh-oh. Ken says you're not loud enough.
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a little bit closer to the.
Oh,
mic
there
here.
you are.
Yeah. Well, when you end up
I
with a
didn't
little bit of a power outage, a couple things do change out there. So
They
we'll see if
do.
we can hammer it off the top of the mic here. Ken, what do you say we get this one back underway? Get this
Thank
one
you,
back
dear.
under green. There we go. Barney in the air.
Yeehaw.
Man, look how fast these guys can get going out there. Right now they're over 170. Still picking up speed. 182. Man. Fresh tires. Full fuel. Race time.
Heck with 0 to 60. So okay, here's the lap. How fast are they going?
All right now, last lap was 33:37. Now they'll get going here. Best time out there for some of them. We can give you a median one. Aaron Krolick with a 30.62. So Ryan Patty holding out in the lead. Monteith only off by a quarter of a second. Krolick another quarter off that. Hey, but the jumble of cars is really once again around that Vincent Arthur area. Looks like somebody wiggled and wigged somebody out, so now it moves back to Hoppy. Hoppy now having to fight him off a little bit. 27 caught right in the middle here.
Rochelle, my goodness.
Yep. Yeah, Kyle Rochelle. We're about to test that rookie ability out there. In the 27 Chevrolet as we sit atop his vehicle here, taking a look. You see how everybody's taking a little bit different line. Most are choosing the bottom line, but the fade up is where everybody gets nervous.
I sure do.
Oh, we got drivers on the infield.
Yes, we do.
Looks like
Smoke is
Ryan
in the air.
Bird may be our guy.
Oh, no.
Caution is out.
Alrighty.
All right, I think Ryan Bird and Guileless may have been in this one.
Uh-oh.
Let's take a look and see what happened. Ryan Bird got him off track here. Oh, the three's loose. Oh, three's
no,
loose.
and he came back up. Oh.
Still in the
Came
grand
back up.
scheme of things right now, this is not bad.
Don't go back up. Oh, dear. Okay. Had me there, boy.
I guarantee if somebody was like the water boy out there, someone's going to drop kick that 49 for going back on the track. Holy cow. I mean, you realize how scary this has to be?
Oh, yeah.
Seeing him fly back up.
Oof. Y'all gonna make me old before my time. All right. So we got a quick little redo.
That's all right. A couple guys are shuffling through. I would say, oddly enough, we are
Look how
revisiting
many.
pit road.
That's what I was gonna say. Look at this. I'm very surprised.
Well, I think this would be a great strategy for fuel and goes.
Okay. Well, definitely if you just took 4, my goodness. I wouldn't do tires again.
Yeah.
So they're just going to top it off and figure they can run 10 extra laps than what somebody that didn't come in is the whole
Yeah, be
strategy
able to
there?
stretch it just a little bit farther.
Okay.
Ryan Patty
Yeah.
decides to stay out, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many didn't come in? Maybe 7 or 8?
Ryan Patty, Cameron Thompson, Jacob Malone, Cody Dorsey, Tim Harper, and Derek Riley.
6. Okay.
Still down in pits is Josh Conover, who's still hanging out down here. Guileless and Cody Smith. There they go. Now they're working their way out. Extended amount of time, about 40 seconds down in pit.
Now, why would Conover need to do that? How can Guileless get back in quicker than Conover? He wasn't in the accident.
Yeah, it looks like they may have been fixing some damage.
He must have collected that while we weren't looking.
The dreaded choose cone car.
He's thinking, uh-oh, I'm starting to get a workout.
Here they come.
It's kind of, I don't know why, but I'm kind of fascinated at the angle. I think we've always watched it from the top. This is new. Now, if the pace car hits him, that's totally unfair.
Whoop. Oh. I know, you almost want the Jaws theme, you know, when they're coming up on him. Doo-doo,
Oh.
doo-doo. All right. Looks like everything kind of slowing down just a little bit here, waiting to find out where our guy on the bottom goes. Number 12 is Tim Harper.
Boogers.
Got him. Got him.
Gunther.
They hit him.
They really did.
They hit him.
4X for you.
Dude.
Oh.
I think the 26, Tom Senchak hits him.
I think Senchak might have hit him. Because he tries to squeak right in between. Why?
Because you can.
Okay.
All right, well.
Maybe he thought it was like one of those drive-thrus like the pace car is.
Now it looks like Jacob Gladelick is going to head down into pit road and get it fixed.
Well, hopefully he will have time, and we will have many green laps for him to get that fixed.
We can only hope. 2 drivers taking it to the garage. Zach Hollinger only made it for about a lap or so. Checked out. And Dakota Hendrickson has taken it to the garage on lap 23. Kevin Gunther, our only driver, a lap down, the number 55. which means Mr. Senchak is on the lead lap here. I'll be pretty happy about that. He may be able to return back to the front here. Alrighty, green flag, away we go. Good acceleration already off the bat there by Ryan Patty. Check out the Ryan Ferraro area. Ferraro here on the outside of Cody Height. All Chevrolets from 7th to 14th. Sitting slice on through. Thomas Walter trying to find a groove. Not bad as we sit on top here of Thomas Walter.
Yeah, Arthur here is itching to get back up front, I think. And he's boxed in and having a bit of a time. Let's see if he squirts.
Now you can see Ferraro cutting him off, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like the way we see the way that's looking, though. I give it to Ferraro for holding his line, not taking anything. Ferraro takes top side. Benson Arthur snugs closer to the bottom, see if he can get a better angle. Patty's going to lead this lap on the way around. As Cameron Thompson is thinking about making a bid here for the lead, but doesn't have quite enough speed for it.
Yeah, they are slicing very closely back there in the Arthur area.
Yeah, not bad here by Vincent Arthur trying to return back to the top 5. Derek Riley's up actually 31 positions from his original start point as he sits in 5th. Talk about kind of flip-flopping the field a little bit here. Now making a shot for the lead. Malone down on the bottom. No. It's odd to see it there, Stella. Some guys just seem to capitalize between 1 and 2, and the other ones kind of capitalize between 3 and 4 here.
Well, we have seen that a lot at different tracks where, you know, they are faster in one set of turns than the other set of turns. But most of the time, I do not see a reason for that. Wow, look at Thompson go.
Yeah.
He just sent it along the outside so quick.
Well, Thompson was up there in the 2nd position and started falling off. That was Dorsey kind of caught in the center. Ryan Patty still in the lead. Jacob Malone is 2nd. Derek Riley 3rd. Cameron Thompson looking to kind of open it back up here. Malone, Riley, quick triangulation here. Patty holds the top side. And Malone, not enough.
Yeah, Riley's back there taking a bit of an adjustment on his aerodynamics. Touching the wall. It's made him very close now to Thompson, and it looks like Thompson may be trying to figure out which. Ouch. Oh, and again. What does he pass him, or does he stay out of the way so he doesn't come off the wall and hit him?
Are we talking about Cameron Thompson trying to make the pass here?
Yeah.
Well,
every time he gets close, poor Riley comes off hits the wall, and I think he's trying to play it safe. Wow.
Thompson
Yeah, I was just looking at Malone. Took a deep cut on that one. I think he's got the lead now.
That he does. He's got the lead by at least a 10th now. He's going to sweep up. Patty's going to try to overcome. Patty back down to the inside, crosses him over, and then goes ahead and takes Malone down.
Wow.
Malone going to try one more time down to the bottom here. They're going to go almost side by side here. Across the line, Patty retains the lead here on lap 69. Right now, the 30 of Ryan Patty getting the workout here.
Wow.
Waiting to see if anybody here who didn't pit on 49 is going to stay up there. Kyle Rochelle is the one who came in for fuel. He sits now 4th. No driver in the top 5 has gained less than 11 positions.
Nice. Yeah, Malone started further back than we usually see him. There's going to be nothing left of that side of the car here pretty soon.
Yeah, Derek Riley not happy with the way the builders made this one.
No.
Yeah,
That
look
might
at
be
him
one of
reel him
those
in.
cases
Oh,
of
man.
adjustment.
Oh, man. And Clink.
Oh, yes. He said, nope, not today. And Rochelle takes advantage of that and pulls into third.
Well, looks like he was able to find the easy button on that one. Slices on around.
Oh, heavens.
Yeah, we're not going to look at the safer barrier wall destruction here. Let's rotate back to where I see Matthew George going down a position. George loses one here to the number 3 of Gillis. Gillis, remember, was spinning out with Ryan Bird.
Yes.
Back there on lap 56.
And now look at him all the way up here in 16th.
Yeah. Yep, Ryan Bird down in 19th. Moniz in 21st. And Corey Harville with Fast House Racing. 22nd position here. Looks like he's going to have Tom Senchak out there with him. So Harville might have to see what's going on with his team out there, as Tyler DeTalon is sitting just a couple spots behind him, and so is Blake Hoppy beyond that. Right now, the one who's doing the best out of all of them is Logan Monteith, who's in 18th.
Yeah, I am just, wow. What? I think that he just passed 3 cars in a matter of a lap. Some people are doing some really, really tight driving tonight.
Yeah, I do want to see Derek Riley has dropped down to 5th now. Looks like he might be getting attacked here by Ferraro and Vincent. Vincent Arthur, that is, in 24. Right now, only 2 Toyotas sit in the top 10 here. Jake Christenberry and Cody Smith, but they are 8th and 10th. Take a look at Ferraro. Good run here to the outside. Vincent Arthur's going to kind of push him there.
Yeah, now my question is, since Riley's been pinging off the wall, is it safe to pass him on the high side, or are they doing this to, force him low because he needs to be up high?
I'm not sure. I see Christenberry kind of working these different lines here. Look at Vincent Arthur thinking about sending it up the center.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, look at how they squeeze the 7 down toward the bottom. And there's 1, 2, 3. So Riley goes from 5th to 8th. Taking a look back up front, checking in our leaders. Ryan Patty, Jacob Malone, and Kyle Rochelle. We've got rookies here. Breaking away by almost about 1.5 seconds off the rest of the field.
Looking good.
Not bad. Not bad. We'll check in on Corey Harville. Harville looks like he's starting to reel in Monteith. Monteith very close here in white and green car. I don't know about you, but I like Logan Monteith more of his night package that he runs. He's out there in the black scheme.
But it still has green.
Yep.
Okay.
I know I used to paint my cars different colors, like a yellow, so people see me.
Yes.
All right, let's check in on Arthur. I think he's getting ready to kind of tumble around here with Ferraro. Ferraro is still on the outside. Arthur's going to take a dive in here on turn 3.
But he has been running the low line all the way in onto the apron on some of these.
Yeah, do you realize the amount of tire wear and punishment that right front tire takes when Christenberry has to change lanes, not 1 but 2 lanes, heading into a turn? Boy,
yeah.
And Christenberry might pay for that later on here in this run. Now, Stella, realize we have been under green here for quite some time, at least for about 20 laps. Our guys here, like Cameron Thompson, who came in on lap 49. Ryan Patty and Jacob Malone, who came in on 49. Pit time's going to be soon.
Ooh, and Rochelle just passed Malone.
Yeah, quick shot there to the inside. Dive bombs himself on his way in there.
Now, I have to ask a question regarding dive bomb. Some people use that as a bad thing. And then some people say, ooh, he dive bombed in there. Good going. What is the difference between a good and a bad dive bomb?
Normally, there is no good dive bomb. That is never good. It's not good on the car. It's not good on the tires. It's not good on other drivers, and it's not good for the spotters either because it's hard to guess where you are. You know, you start side by side, and then all of a sudden the guy doesn't let off the gas and shoots to the inside. So most guys end up wrecking, about mid-turn. Or the spotter can't say anything to the lead car before he starts coming down because somebody shot the gap.
All right. To me, I mean, like in dirt racing, a slide job is a good thing, and to me, it's just kind of the reverse of a dive bomb, correct? You get past them and then go sweep. And
yeah, slide job normally requires a little harder in and then the sliding up in front on turn exit. This is more diving in on turn entry.
Here we go. Rochelle's coming down pit road.
That does leave Ryan Patty out front here. Jacob Malone sits second. Vincent Arthur back into the top three. He's got to make up 1.6 seconds to find Jacob Malone, though.
Well, or hang out and take the third place stage points at lap 99.
He could, if he wanted to. Ooh, Derek Riley on his way down pit. Krolick's still on the inside here of Cody Dorsey.
Ooh. Looks like somebody went to go down pit, but I'm not sure he had the turn to make it. Don't know if he ended up hitting a cone or anything.
Senchak working his way out. Derek Riley is still in the box. Ryan Bird. Finally getting out of the pit box here. Dylan Banks falling off down to 28th here. Still not looking good. Let's check on Dakota Moniz and Cody Dorsey. Okay. Stella, why did I say it like that?
Like what?
Moniz.
I don't know.
Moniz, less knees, your knees. Yeah. You know, Stella, Ryan Patty is still rolling this one. I'm interested to see how a driver who pit on lap 49 still almost remains out there on the track here.
But that's your clean air out front kind of thing? I mean, because he's pulling away. He's full 2 seconds in front of Malone.
Well, that's what I was asking is kind of what difference happened here with him kind of being able to
Whoa. Oh. Malone must be coming into pit.
Yep. Malone coming down. Cameron Thompson locking him up. Doesn't look like any other takers.
Right.
So now Vincent Arthur sits second. 2 seconds off the back bumper there of Ryan Patty. Jake Christenberry's Toyota breaks into the top three here.
Yeah. Into medal territory.
Yeah, trying to figure out what happened to Corey Harville out there as he sits now in 12th. Whatever adjustment happened to that Toyota, at least he stopped the bleeding, but now he's got to start gaining.
So Jay out there answered your question when you said, why did I say Moniz like that? And he said, because it's you. I can see that. I give him that Wheel of Fortune. Good answer. Good answer. Oh, no, that's Family Feud or something, isn't it? My bad.
Rotating back here. Take a look at Cody Reeder, the Dustin Cleveland, Cody Smith area. They're still hashing out there. No problems out there on the track. Ryan Patty still kicking it out front. Let's check in on Blade Timmons. Blade Timmons isn't having the best night here. He is still fighting his way up to the front. Most guys are losing a bunch of positions. Tom Senchak down 27 here. he is already a lap down as he pit on lap 81. Check how he's cutting through the rest of the field here.
I was going to ask you if he took tires.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yep. All right, beep, beep. Senchak coming through. That should be him snugging up there on the back of the Talent.
You guys are so good.
I know. Stella, this is really impressive. Look how these guys, 2-3 wide, a little bit of contact. We've only had one unscheduled caution here for the race back on lap 56, where Nick Gillis and Ryan Bird both got into it. Slid through the infield, collected no other cars. They didn't really receive any damage other than just kind of a little self-esteem destruction there. As they slide, you know, when some were sliding through, you saw the safety flaps come up on Gillis as he slid through the infield. Stella, I'm double checking here on Vincent Arthur gaining a lot of time here.
Me too. Yeah, I was watching. He has halved, or more so, his space between second and first there. He was at 2 seconds. He's now coming up on a half a second.
Yeah, Ryan Patty's got to get ready to throw in the towel here pretty soon. There he goes.
Okay. Oh, dear me. There we go.
We'll blame it on camera angle because we were on it.
Right.
So Vincent Arthur regains the lead here on lap 92. He's got to make it 7 more to come away with it. Now remember that he came in on 49 as Ryan Patty. 57 is when Vincent Arthur came in. So he may, Stella, actually have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way.
No. Really? I'll let you calculate.
And we're still working on it here, taking a look at some of the numbers here on what is going on with those two guys. Ryan Patty down pit road now. He went from 49 and should have come in on lap 92, 91.
Okay.
So I think Vincent Arthur's got enough fuel. Vincent Arthur out in front by 3 1/4 seconds here. Reeder off a little bit off of that. So teammates working hard together. Still trying to make it happen here for KPR Motorsports. Whoop, a little loose there from Cody Reeder. Too hot of a run in the 3 and 4. So that's going to bring him here to the front stretch. Kleba has been quiet here most of this race. And so far hasn't been getting in any trouble. Being in the right place, right time. Let's check in on Cody Height. Height to the outside. Aaron Krolick down on the bottom. And Corey Harville sits in 9th. Harville has not pit yet. He came in on 57. The remainder here of the team. Now, Kleba and Cody Reeder pit on lap 59. If the 57 guys didn't pit early enough, then the other guys will have enough fuel. Cody Smith on his way in.
Wow. They're going to come in now instead of in 3 laps. That's wild.
Well, may be able to flip-flop the field. He won't come in during this stage.
Okay.
Key is him not being having to go down a lap here, which unfortunately it looks like he does.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Sorry, just teleported.
Yep. What the 20 does best. Can't see me. A little John Cena work there. Blade Timmons now up to 4th. Thomas Walter sits 5th. And Walter, I've seen him kind of slicing there in the back with the North Star Designs machine, the 57 Chevrolet. 23 up from his original start. As As Ryan Ferraro up here in the top 5. Unfortunately, Ferraro is showing him not really exactly here on the lead lap, though. Ferraro down a lap. Patty actually down 2.
Really? How? Okay. Did he have to have an extended pit time?
46 seconds, and I think he was sliding. He was speeding.
Oh, yep. Okay. Either that or he was running on the inside of that lane.
Stella,
And they penalized him.
he made
Yes?
it. Vincent Arthur made it to the stage. Dustin Kleba sits second, and Cody Reeder's third.
Okay.
I do throw my hand up, and I do ask, where is Conover? Conover, I believe, is sitting in 11th.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, just interesting to see kind of what in the world's going on. Conover came down on 57, but he had to serve a penalty, 41.5 seconds. Either that or he was fixing damage during the refuel process. Everybody trying to get caught up to the pace car. Let's get pits underway. Everybody gets caught up here. Definitely nice to see 10 seconds get shaved off when the guys are back down doing 65 miles an hour. One thing I had trouble with still out here iRacing is you get guys who kind of lay off the pace car a little bit, and then you know I've got the top 5 are leaving pit boxes before I can get in.
Oh, yeah.
So it's better when they crunch together here.
Yeah.
They've got an opportunity to get make pit road right here.
Yeah, see, this is what I thought. See how he rides all the way on the outside of that line till
Yes.
he's right before? That was something that Patty was not doing. And I'm wondering if it wasn't so much the speeding as riding on the inside. Because I know they have had penalties for that before.
Yeah. You wouldn't think, because he was out of control, that would possibly be an infraction. I could see if he was skidding out of control, but
Well, initially he was, but he went the rest of the pit road inside. Not in the pit boxes, but just... But that's not for me, that's for RC to figure out.
yep.
Yes.
As the field shuffles up, Vincent Arthur, Dustin Kleba, and Cody Reeder make it out of there unscathed. Tom Senchak, I'm showing him with no pit stop here. Here we go.
Do we have anybody else in there working on repairs or anything?
Few. Some of them were laps down. Ferraro, Bird, Thompson, Christenberry, Malone, Moniz, Gillis. I believe Ryan Patty was able to get back out onto the track. Nope, there's Ryan Patty.
Oh.
I'll see how this one is going. Lap 102. We should be back under green here in just a moment. Appreciate you guys joining us here at Simtrax Broadcasting, bringing you the National Oval Racing Association. So far, this has been great racing. If you would like to sponsor the league, get a hold of Josh Conover, Gillis, or Gladelick. These guys are definitely happy and willing to take on sponsors here for the league. Obviously, you're going to get your money's worth. These guys are doing a heck of a job racing out there.
Yeah. On this race, I probably wouldn't sponsor the caution flag.
No.
But there are some races where, boy, will you make your money back.
Martinsville.
Yeah, yeah. New Hampshire.
Yeah, well, Stella, talk to us a little bit about the next race, that's coming up after this one, and kind of give our viewers here not just next race, the one after that, and kind of see, we can kind of plan out what these guys might be thinking out there.
Well, I thought next week was Darlington. You want the one after that?
Yeah, so we got Darlington. What comes after Darlington?
Oh, you
Ha
booger. Hang on, it'll only take me a second. I am quick on the draw. Oh, an all-star race?
Might be held in North Wilkesboro.
Yes. May 21st, North Wilkesboro. But at this point, it is still to be determined just how many laps and just how many stages.
Huh. Well, in real life, definitely switches it up already. I kind of thinking about a couple different strategies that guys might use. All right, let's get ready to get this one back under green. Here we go. This is them shooting into one. Great launch there by Vincent.
Wow.
Alright, do see some spreading apart though.
Yeah, but I see them all clumped together. You're a glass half empty guy.
Man, good swing here. You see a couple of drivers hanging out toward the top. Frolic being one of them. Thomas Walter another. Ooh, there's Walter off the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, just carrying so much speed through these turns. Tires aren't tacked up yet.
Oh yeah, we've seen them do complete donuts coming out of the pit road before on new tires. Always have to take care of it.
Great camera angle here.
Ah. Talent says, John DeTalent out in the chat wants to see what the drivers see when they're in pit lane or pit road or pit box. There we go.
Yes.
Next time.
I could tell you what they see, but what is able to be viewed from our area on the outside, we cannot see any of the pit crew. If that's what you're asking. No pit crew. You don't see
run
pit
back
crew.
and forth?
No, you don't see them running across with tires or any of that. When you are actually in the car, such as if Tyler DeTalent is parked or Josh Conover sitting in the pit box, the driver themselves can see it. But from our outside, trust me, I would love to see iRacing instead of rain being input being added, is actually seeing pit road, all the pit crews doing their job.
That would be neat.
Yes. Yeah, I think that would be a nice little addition out there.
Okay, so basically when you're sitting in the car, if we were to do like a cab, a cockpit view, we would see the car like taking on two tires, boom, 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 boom.
You'd see it lift up, and then you'd see it set back down.
Okay.
And then you'd see it lift up the other side, and then set back down, and he'd take off.
And then take off. All right.
Yep. So, yeah, unfortunately, I can't get that.
But, we have a viewer request. We could probably... Ooh, look at that 3 wide.
Yep. We're keeping an eye on it here. Right now, we're seeing... Looks like Harville's caught in the center here. Harville has Kralik to the outside, Thomas Walter to the bottom.
And George coming up tight behind, too.
Good Lord. Yeah, definitely getting a tight squeeze here. Stella, we are still side by side here out there on the track, and this is fantastic. Harville once again is caught in the center here.
Oh, hold it.
See, but that's what I'm talking about. Conover makes a little bit of contact here with Harville, and they maintain.
Yes, that was more than a little bit of contact, and hell, that was awesome.
Yep, Harville gonna try to see if he can get in behind Tyler DeTalent here. DeTalent sitting 14th. Harville goes up behind Kyle Rochelle. Now he's going to follow him. Unable to make up his mind here. Trying to figure out where he wants to try to kind of snug in. Drivers down pit road. couple of things are shuffling. It looks like Cody Dorsey is down pit road here. Derek Riley as well, working his way down pit. Caution. The one who's supposed to be calm.
Oh, no. Yep.
Seems to have some damage on the left rear here.
Oh, Cody.
All right, well, what do you say we take a look and see
Yes.
what causes Cody Smith this grief?
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Third time's a charm. My heavens.
Well, him and Moniz definitely weren't finished the first time.
Wow.
Take another look at it here.
Clink. And then off the wall. And again. And third. Yep. Look like ice skaters, you know? All of a sudden, how they go forward and then they whip around backwards.
Yep.
That,
All right, so 20 up into the 5, 5 into the 20, 20 back up into the 5, and then 20. I think that what gets me is that last jerk right there at the end. Is what in the world got him there to make him...
don't know, I'd have to see a little bit slower.
Contact with Moniz. Moniz off the wall down into the 20.
Right.
Back off Moniz again. Moniz isn't touching him. 20 jerks. See? Not quite sure. The 20 was solid.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find...
in the scheme of things, they kind of came out just a little bit dinged up. I mean, nobody's missing pieces and parts. Oh, I might have spoken too soon. Are we missing a front bumper?
Yep. Take another look at it here.
Okay.
Contact into the wall. Bounce. Bounce again. Right here.
Oh.
I don't know what...
yeah, the extra right. Oh. Well, that's different. And then back, and then up, and down. Oh, I don't know. I think it was just an overcorrection. I think his spotter might have said, there's a blue guy down below. And he pulled back up to the right.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well, we're under caution. He wants to see how hard it is to see your pit box as you're coming in.
Oh, got it.
All right. I bet you could do that. You got to catch one on the lane, though. Yes?
Yeah, I'm probably going to need a full pit stop here.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
And this is what we get.
Tires.
You shuffle across. Left sides. Ready.
Excellent.
Clink. Dump
You
it.
see how he's already turned the wheel to get out of the box before he even, drops the hammer. Thank you, Jay Christenberry, number 93.
So we'll see if we can find that opportunity if they all decide to pit at the same time. If we end up under another caution.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at only 2 stage and 2 caused. That's in 114 laps. I'll take it.
Yep, we'll check in on Guileless here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think Guileless is just trying to get back on the lap.
Okay.
Pace car lights are out.
Excellent.
Justin Kleba now has the lead.
Take a look at, we've lost Arthur all the way back to 6th.
Yeah, one of the drivers that came in on 112. Kleba did not come down. Neither did George. Neither did Cody Reeder. Blade Timmons did though. The choose cone gets third. So you see the 23 there on the outside. Will.
Okay.
Still have a giant sea of cars out there.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. Right now, 21 drivers still on the lead lap.
I am very surprised we have such a dangly tail, though.
Yeah.
Why are they not?
They start at the end of the longest line. That'll be Jacob Malone will be first in that line. Alrighty, let's get her back under green. Get lap 116 kicked off. Kleba and Cody Reeder. Yep, they got that set up just perfectly there for KPR Motorsports. Cody Height kicking it in.
Nope. Oh, okay.
Yo,
so
who
far,
was
so
that?
good. That was a single.
Oh,
come on.
dude.
Oh. Oh. Sorry I yelled in your ears, people. Oh. Don't come back. Yeah, that was Timmons, who was up in third. Ouch. And you said he just came down to pit, was the only one in the top 4 who did. And should we suspect cold tires?
Honestly, from our angle, I don't really know what to expect here.
Well, I would have expected him to break and not come back up.
Yep.
But I was wondering what sent him off in the first place. Yeah, that was painful. Just stop.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find.
Just stop. Hmm.
Here's the 23, Matthew George. Woof. It's a bad spot. Right at the rear bumper of George, you can't go up. Monteith can't go anywhere because he's on the very rear bumper of the 23.
Yep. But at this point, he's trying to roll. Then he realizes it's a mistake and puts on the brakes. At least by what the smoke and tires are telling us. Hmm. Yep. That ruined a couple nights.
See Cameron Thompson up there.
Oh, wow. Sorry,
Ryan
just
Ferraro
missed the
gets
40.
collected.
Just missed the 49. Yep. That's 2 birds been in. And
I mean, what do you do?
nothing.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely
You see
nothing he
that
can
coming.
do.
What are you even supposed to do?
Well, you kind of saw he was like with the
Here's
the
Cameron
steering
Thompson
wheel.
right here. Oh, and you think you cleared it.
Yes,
No.
and then somebody bumped him from behind. Ay, ay, ay. Man, are these toes? Some of them have to tow it in, or they're just. Get. Nope.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a couple different angles here of you know, different spots of the track that this kind of happens.
Well, the one error caused it back here, and then caused it up there also. Just for the evade, I guess.
He's the last one in the stick. Boom.
Wow. Boy, those two drove right into the wall after they made contact. Ouch.
Well, Stella, we've got a huge caution here due to Blade Timmons coming loose back onto the track, up the track, and try to get around. John out there saying hammer down, hope for the best. Sometimes. Sometimes it's easier to just slow up. Pace car's off. I think we spent enough time underneath caution here. Let's go ahead and get this one back underway with 30 to go. Cody Height has the lead inside line. And all Chevrolets here for the top 5.
Did you see Conover make a nice cut down to the lower lane?
Yeah, Conover finally returning back to a top 3 position. Looks like everybody's still scattered out back, though.
At one point, wasn't he laps down? Well done.
Yeah, Vincent Arthur into the wall. Boy, look at Rochelle.
Yeah, that allowed Rochelle to come in on and just pass them. Like they're standing still.
Yep. Some did decide to come down pit on lap 118 for a quick refresher. 112 is what most of our guys did do. Conover's fallen down to 6th now.
Yeah.
Still on the roll back. Tim Harper is the only offset here in the top 10. All Chevrolets except his Ford 6th. And we are already, I believe, back in the Kralik area, so we got somebody around.
Oh, yes.
Caution's out. Senchak may have been involved as well. I think he's trying to finish this lap in reverse, but that's not going to work.
Both of our black and gold cars.
Yeah, Senchak's got to be careful. I know it's a little bit of a glitch there by iRacing, but too much backwards driving on the track will automatically disqualify you.
Really?
Yes. All right, let's take a look.
You mean like blink and you're gone? Disqualified? Okay.
Whoop!
Oh. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right.
Well, he can't help that, can he?
Yuck.
Yeah.
Says he merges back on here. Wow!
Yeah. The 33 cat car boy said, "Get me out of here."
Not again. Let's take a look and see what caused him to jerk up so far. Yeah, see, he was from here. He was pretty smooth. I wonder if the spotter never said anything.
Well, he didn't get tagged from behind, or he came in. I couldn't tell from this angle because I can't do that rear view thing that you do.
All right, let's get us back live here. See if we can find a...
Aha.
Oof.
Here comes Arthur.
Jacob Malone should be back on the lead lap. Malone's just got to fight his way back up to the front here.
I was going to say he was on the lead lap.
Yeah, I knew he was kind of tumbling around there in the back, though. Stella, everybody's come down on lap 124, except the following: Kyle Rochelle, Tim Harper, Josh Conover,
Okay.
Brady Moats, and Dustin Kleba.
We haven't heard from Moats much tonight.
No. No, Moat's in a little bit of a bump and runs out there. Right now, the dreaded choose cone car.
So Ferraro, Thompson, Smith, Hendrickson, they've all taken it back to the garage already.
Yeah, which is rather unfortunate. Blade Timmons is taking it too. I think you said that.
Yeah. I didn't catch Hollinger though.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if Cody Reeder is down in pit road for 9.5 minutes.
Ooh.
He would be able to gain at least 2 positions here if he's able to get back out on the track.
You like to torture me.
Well, Stella, looks like Dylan Banks is kind of resurrecting his race here. 11th place is where he's starting.
Okay.
Toyota's starting to gang up. Blake Hoppy sits 9th. 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Consisting of DeTalent, Monteith, Corey Harville, Justin Moody, and Adam Kulikowski sitting down in the 17th position. Right now, Kulikowski did start 17 positions beyond that.
Wow. Okay.
So the 45 Draft King Toyota. Trying to get everybody linked up here. And see if any Toyotas can get up there. Stella, is this the track that Toyota has won at most of the time?
Well, the last well, with this Sunday it's changed a little bit, but the last 3 out of 5 races here were it was 3 out of 4 until this last weekend. Now it's 3 out of 5 were won by Toyotas. So I just like to look at the stats and the numbers. And
Yep. Jay out there trying to get in front of me, saying Banks is in 7th.
No, he's in 10th.
Yep.
Choose cone.
I love it. Rochelle and Tim Harper are going to start us off. Let's see if we can get this going here.
Ooh.
Boy, side-by-side start.
Really? Why did it look like a very slow start?
I don't know. I actually enjoy it a lot better. I like these two guys not to run away from the number 1 guy. Now everybody's going to be clumped behind him. We do have a little bit of a gap here, though. Dustin Kleba, and now we're waiting for company behind him to catch up. Everybody behind him, Matthew George, and on back is either taking tires or fuel.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, Rochelle has the lead here. Let's check in on Cody Height.
That's who I'm watching.
Yeah, right now, it's a 48 at Dylan Banks, trying to see if he can floss his way through here. Still has some time, but time is dwindling down. You hear how Dylan Banks is kind of letting off the gas here around these turns.
Uh-oh. Maybe he'll save his tires. I mean, his fuel. Jeez.
Huh. And we're seeing the battle up front out there with Thomas Walter and Vincent Arthur.
Conover making Conover's making some wicked moves up there.
Yeah. Sometimes it almost seems like Conover's annoyed when he drives. If he's not in the right spot, he gets agitated. Dustin Kleba he's actually nailed down the fastest time on the track and personally through 3 and 4 last lap as he sits in second. Dustin Kleba last pit on lap 119 and is going to try to stretch it here to the end, I'm sure.
All right. Yeah, boy, I thought Harper was coming up too hot on that one, but he turned and used his used that speed to stay in front of that whole batch behind him, starting with Moats.
Yeah, Kleba realizing he couldn't rotate up as high as he wanted to. Trying to get a little bit closer here to the 27, use a little bit of the door draft, get out. Side by side, these guys go through 3 and 4. Kleba, whoop, little bump. Little bump in the track rotates him up. Didn't look like any contact there with Kyle Rochelle. Both these guys still going at it. 1, 2, and 3. Rochelle, Kleba, and Harper. Still under green flag on lap 133 to stay out front. As already Vincent Arthur caught in the middle yet again. Arthur gets it back into 5th. Right now he's got Matthew George to the bottom. Brady Moats out in front. Monteith challenging on the outside. George is getting loose. Right now, as you were talking about Thomas Walter, well, I was talking about Thomas Walter. You're talking about Conover. Conover's actually on the march backwards. Conover pit on lap 112. 4 tires and fuel for him at that time. Might be expecting another caution here. Cody Height scraping off the wall.
Yeah, has our speed changed at all? Are we going faster than we have been all night?
A little bit. A little bit. Right now I'm still sitting about that 197 coming out of Kyle Rochelle's machine right now.
Okay. That's pretty up there. Just wondering if we're starting to push it because we're getting closer to the end. And maybe that's why we're getting a little more wiggles.
Yeah, that would be. Or some guys starting to get just a little bit more loose. Remember, we had about 13 miles an hour of wind. We've cut down around the 8 or 9 mark. So without it pushing the cars around as bad, should be kind of slowing it down just a hair. Rochelle looking to see if he can get on the inside of Tim Harper here. Harper looks like he might be in a little bit of trouble, but it looks like he capitalizes on turn 1 and 2 as they shoot down the backstretch. Checking back on Monteith as he was challenged there by Dylan Banks, and he will be. The 84 there of Cody Height going to go ahead and make the decision for him. The 48 and the 84 back to front here on the inside line. Matthew George sits to the outside in 9th. Right now, look who is returning back to the top 10 here, Jacob Malone. Malone with 24 to go has to make something of this. He pit for 4 tires and fuel on 124.
Wow.
Yep, look at him open it up here. 1, looking for a 2nd. He's on the outside here, Dylan Banks now, seeing if he can slide on through. Might be able to make it. No.
Yes.
Well, the turn exit speed, Banks thinks best of it, gets out of his way. A little nudge right there when guys are getting loose out of the turn. That might now be a choice he's willing to make.
Yeah, he's following George because George is making a heck of a run here. I mean, they've passed 4 people. If my supermarket lane was moving that fast, I'd stay behind him too.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially at front to rear here. They're definitely making it happen with that kind of speed. We'll say George did not take tires when he came down last time, but Malone did. Seeing if Malone can use these tires to the best of his advantage, getting a 22 position gain here on the night from original qualifying. Dustin Kleba, Tim Harper, Kyle Rochelle sitting 1, 2, and 3. Vincent Arthur and Brady Moats rounding out our top 5. We are led by 2 Fords here until we find Jacob Malone's Ford, who's now getting ready to take a look underneath Matthew George here on the exit of 4. Doesn't get him here, so we shoot across the line, now making it 21 laps left to go. And the racing's looking pretty good here, Stella. We've seen great racing all night, 3 wide for a good chunk of the race. Still side by side on most of the track out there, but we've had a couple of cautions. One caution emerging out on lap 56 with Ryan Bird and Guileless breaking loose, sliding through the landscaping on the front stretch. And then we had back on lap 110. It looks like Cody Smith got loose in the number 20. Sliding out of control. Blade Timmons on 116, so we almost had back-to-back cautions, which unfortunately took out a bunch of drivers. Ryan Farrar, Cameron Thompson. Ryan Bird crashed as well. And then Tom Senchak got in some trouble back on 123. We've been green flagged the entire way since then, and now we've got 19 laps left to go.
And Conover's managed to work himself back up into ninth with our patty paws of Banks, number 48, right behind him.
Yeah, right now it looks like a little couple of things slicing up front here. I'm interested to see if this is going to become something here for Vincent Arthur, and it is. Third now. Vincent Arthur might be opening this up just in time. 12 and a half seconds in the box on 124. 18 to go, and now the Wake Up Narcolepsy 24 Chevrolet starting to have, you see if he can use the Jeff Gordon number to his advantage here and shoot his way up to the front late in this run. Let's check back on Malone as he sits 7th. Kind of caught between Matthew George and Conover here. Both those drivers coming from the Flatline Motorsports gang. Dylan Banks sits 9th. Thomas Walter trying to hold on to a top 10. Tyler Detal and Logan Monteith want a slice of that. But not before the battle starts going on here. With Blake Hoppy on the bottom, Logan Monteith sitting in the center, and the lap car of Kevin Gunther on the outside. Gunther not looking to cause any problems. 84 of Cody Height scrubbing the wall again, and now is locked onto the wall between 3 and 4. He's going to lose more speed. Cody Height now down to 14th. Arthur needs to make up about 2/10 to catch Harper. But Vincent Arthur and Rochelle going at it again.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew out there John DeTalon was saying late apex. Well, Kyle Rochelle is late apex out there in the 27 Chevrolet. Not bad here so far. Driver who's kind of laughing this all off is Dustin Kaliba, who's out front, hasn't pit since 119, but he's been down there 7 times.
Oh.
This race. Arthur now down to 0.6 of a second, trying to reel in Kaliba with 15 to go. Right now, Kaliba may have a chance to win this. Caution comes out. This could get really bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's how the Kansas ended up, was I think a 2-lap shootout at the end. So that always makes things dicey. Here we are, 3 wide, right? Ooh, and we've got some contact.
Yep. Drivers going 3 abreast here into turn 1. Brady Moats capitalizes on that as he slides into 3rd. Tim Harper and Kyle Rochelle have to now fight it out amongst each other for 4th place. And Brady Moats, another driver with Flatline Motorsports, getting in there.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, Banks still making a good charge here. Top 10 so far as he sits in the 9th spot. Hoppy sits 10th. I know I'm sure a few more drivers would love to try just a little more.
And George is now staying up with the front group, whereas Malone is not playing with him anymore. He is making leaps and strides now into 4th place past Rochelle and Harper.
Yeah, I wonder if George was kind of saving a little bit of tire here for the final run. It seems to be working out pretty well. Let's check back on Malone here. Malone has a definitely a mirror full of Conover here. Conover down to the inside. Ooh, yeah. You're about to find out how the scrapes got on the side of Josh Conover's car here. Dylan Banks taking a shot toward the inside as well. Oh, man.
Wow. Oh, Wow. Banks loses that spot, though, to the 91, who's following Conover there, but takes the high line instead.
Think about how close that was and no net code.
Oh, I love no net code.
Yeah, I think that was hopping on the wall there. A little smoke kind of coming off the edge of the safer barrier wall. We'll check in on Conover here, as Conover now has Hoppy to his outside. Now unable to get through. Right now, Thomas Walter has summoned the Norse gods here as he's down onto the bottom. 10th spot, working his way up to the front. Conover still running down Hoppy.
Arthur's still a half a second behind Kaliba, so he's feeling pretty comfy there with 10 laps to go.
Yeah, waiting to see if anything can happen here with Hoppy and Fast House Racing. See if he can rally his troops back to the front. The rest of his army consists of Tyler DeTalent, Corey Harville, and Logan Monteith. Logan Monteith down in 13th. DeTalent is 10th. Hoppy's now 7th. And Corey Harville has unfortunately dropped down to the 17th spot. All right, let's check in on Harper's. Kyle Rochelle. Pit stop. 8 to go.
Wow. All right.
So now everybody puckers up from here on out. Josh Conover, last pit on lap 112, along with Tim Harper.
How will he ever make up that extra lap that he's going to lose right now?
No, I don't think that may be the end of his race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kyle Rochelle, 10 seconds. He's working his way back out on pit.
Okay. Could he really have been that low on fuel?
And maybe just a little, not enough.
Wow.
Yep, this is really going to hurt here. Oh, contact. Boy, look at this.
A couple more ooh, my. Yeah, that's a bit more than door draft. But
Yeah, let me
Banks
tell you
sure
right now,
takes advantage.
Hoppy's ready to rearrange him inside that car for that bumping and banging.
Oh.
Yeah, Tim Harper kind of bumping around out there. Looked like he was using the edge of Hoppy to make it around that turn. 6 laps left to go. Kaliba only out in front by a quarter of a second here. Whoop. Yeah, Malone in the wall. Let's check in on our leaders. Yeah, look at the breakaway.
Yeah. Look at the closeness. Arthur is right on his tail.
Ooh.
Knock, knock.
Yep, well, he's definitely letting him know. All right, buddy. So you're mine. Front stretch going to follow the draft here. These guys are only separated by 5 laps on their pit stop, but has Vincent Arthur burned his tires up playing catch-up?
Past couple weeks he's been always the bridesmaid and never the bride. He came away with it in Talladega, but Dover put him in 3rd. Let's see how we do this week. Short track, long track, and now mid-range. Like it.
Yep. And we shorten it up a bit, heading to Darlington. Boy, oh boy.
If I had to guess, I'd say you are fading off again.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on here as we take a look. Right now, Josh Conover sitting in that 5th spot. Only Ford in the top 10 is Kaliba's. Still keeping the march here, 2 to go. So Dustin Kaliba going to have his hands full here. We'll keep an eye on our leaders and see if Vincent Arthur has anything for him here. Vincent Arthur
Target
has
is
been
on.
fading off, though. Conover and Hoppy. This is the battle for 5th. Hoppy down to the inside. Arthur going to try to reel him in here. See if he lifts. White flag is out. Vincent Arthur making the move. Vincent Arthur down onto the bottom. Kleba going to try to squeeze him. Good idea here for Kleba. Right now, he's not going to be happy because he's in a really bad spot for the turn entry.
Yeah.
Kleba into the side
no.
and Vincent Arthur.
Oh, okay, but he hung on.
Yeah, but we may have a broken toe link here.
Oh.
As Kleba loses now 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And he's just trying to make it to the end.
Is fighting to the end and Conover tags him. Ow. Oh. Wow. Yeah. That was a heartbreaker for Kleba. But Arthur comes away. I see the unofficial results of Arthur, Mose, and George.
Here's a shot at it again.
This is good.
Yep, Kleba comes down, makes contact. Arthur held the line. Not bad by Vincent Arthur coming away with another win here. Worked out pretty well, I've got to say.
Yeah.
And especially Brady Moats coming in 2nd as well.
Yeah, that should help him. He's sitting 8th in the standings. That should bump him up. Vincent Arthur's already 1st in both the standings and the cutoff for the chase. So that he will be the first one with 3 wins in this league.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can grab a hold of Dustin Kleba here. And see if we can grab a hold, you know, kind of see what happened out there. If possible. I think he boogied out. Had him just a moment ago. Yeah, that's what I figured. Probably pretty upset about that. He's got to go back and look at the replay here.
Oh,
Two guys were doing just fine. Getting through the run here. It looked like Kleba may have just come down on him. Right there. Looked like a little bit of a slide.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a down or an up.
All right, everybody. Hold on a moment. Let's go ahead and see if we can find our guys. All right, everybody, and we finally catch up with Matthew George here, our third place finisher, and I bet you he probably didn't expect it. Matthew George, talk to me a little bit about this race, man. You were hanging out in the back. Talk to me how we got to the front.
Oh man, it was wild. I think I was on older tires than most of those guys. Maybe I don't know, 5-10 lap older tires, but either way, track position and clean air meant everything, and it was just wild and a lot of fun. Kansas is one of my most fun favorite tracks, so a top five, top three, I guess, uh, means a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't cut yourself short. You made top 3.
Yeah, they're still slicing around out there, man. It's difficult to say, but all three of you guys in the top three are from the Flatline Motorsports gang. You know, kind of was this how we planned it from the beginning?
Well, it's how we try to plan every race. But yeah, it's awesome that it worked out that way. Um, the battle for the lead there, it looked like just a racing incident, and then finishing third, I don't really know how that happened, but it happened.
Yeah, Kleba was dealing with a whole boatload of right front damage after that contact, and uh, him making a new greeting with the wall out there. We we were kind of talking. There might be a possibility of a replay of Kansas out there, but it did not seem to pan out there. All right, last question before I get your shout-outs, man. Darlington is next week. That weird egg-shaped track. I mean, how do we survive 3 and 4 out there? And what's the team plan?
Well, Darlington used to be one of my more favorite tracks with the old car. This car is a little bit more challenging, I guess. But yeah, 3 and 4, probably just run the wall. If I remember correctly, that's the fastest line. So
That that's different. Actually having a plan to leave a Darlington stripe. I like it.
yeah, go in and just hit the wall. That's the plan.
Man, oh man.
But go in and just try and have a good finish. I usually like Darlington, but last couple of years it hasn't been so nice to me.
Yeah. Well, the next gen cars seem to be a lot more stiff going into the
Ye-
turns and don't flex as nicely as they used to.
exactly.
Shout out time.
Yeah, so gotta thank, hold on, let me scroll down here. Gotta thank
Ooh.
everyone in Flatline, Timmy, Tyler, Nick, Josh, Dylan, Cody, Blake, Corey. Uh, so all the admins, um, you guys put on great shows. They're fun to go back and watch. Gotta thank everybody who's out there watching right now. Looking forward to next week. I just hope it's nice to me this year.
We hope so too, and this will definitely help you with your points gain out there. Congratulations on your third place finish, and good luck at the Lady in Black here, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Matthew George comes in third. Now we move up to Brady Moats, who thought he almost had himself secured a third place finish, but ends up in second. Brady, this race kind of fizzled out here right at the end. How did we fight our way up to the front?
Oh, we just found something there, honestly. Clean air especially. Just found a line I liked, held on to it, and kept going because being back there in that hornet's nest didn't help at all. Being pinned on the bottom 3 wide or what have you, and just stuck in dirty air, and the car being an absolute tank, it's just it was tough. But get up there up front, then find a line I liked, and help clean it up a little bit, make a little bit better run for myself. Didn't collect any stage points, but come home with a good finish.
Well, you
Compared
had
to
an
most,
amazing
go ahead.
outside. You had an amazing outside pass at one point where you took over 2 places, and it really cemented your finish. That was a pretty fortunate event there.
Yeah, it was just time to send it. Just gotta go full send when it gets here in the late stage of this stuff. I'm known for being more aggressive. I know I'm usually not at the front, but I'm known for being more aggressive, and just that paid off then. But most of the time it doesn't, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Hey, play it off. Looked like you knew exactly what you were doing.
Darlington is the next track. Confidence
Love
level
it.
heading there, buddy.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Just gotta keep the tires underneath me, and hopefully can be talking to y'all again next week. But I love it there. I know Vincent and Dustin had a hell of a battle there last year. And they'll probably be out there up front again. Probably like your typical come to the front, your better drivers of the league. Just hopefully I can talk to y'all, but be disappointed if I didn't at least have a top 5 next week.
Alrighty. I don't want to start anything, but from the outside looking in, will tonight's finish be a determination if those two go at it again? Maybe a revisiting of the situation.
I mean, I don't know. I'd have to hear what Dustin has to say because me and Dustin are pretty close. I mean, I like to say we're pretty good friends, but I kind of saw Vincent's take, and I agree with Vincent. I think it was kind of a little bit more of a racing deal, to be honest. Kind of looked like two guys going for one spot, but I love to hear Dustin's side of it. But I don't know if they go for it, and I'm running in third, I'd love it because man, they could wad them up right there in 3 and 4, and I could just drive right on by.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. I noticed Vincent looked like he tried to drive him a little farther into that turn, and I think Dustin probably guessed that's where he was going to go. And surprise, surprise, no can do. Shout out time.
Just shout out Josh, helping me a lot, getting a lot faster. Well, not really, I guess a lot faster, but getting some more pace. Working with us this year on Flatline, and everybody on my Flatline teammates being there. 98 exteriors, right along every week. Brantley Roden over there, Harpoon Design, always making my fire paints for my whole team. Yep. And y'all for a solid broadcast every week. Yeah, very, very, very good every week.
Cool. Hey, would you like to give a
Thank
shout
you.
out for the Choose Cone car?
Oh yeah, shout out Jake. He's the GOAT.
Thanks,
There
Brady.
you go.
Yep.
We'll catch you next week.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty. That moves us on to our race winner here. Vincent Arthur, and I guarantee he's feeling like he's in a little bit of hot water here. Not by any fault of his own, but Vincent, talk to me a little bit about this race here right at the end.
Yeah, definitely at the end there. It's not how I wanted it to end, and I'm sure. I mean, I've been looking at replays since since the race ended, and it just looked like we were both going for the same real estate. And once he came down a little bit on the entry, I felt like I held my line, and we would have been okay if he entered like in the third lane, but came down a little bit, and then once we made contact, it was over from there. So I don't know. I think it's just a racing deal. But happy to come away with a win. I feel like we're really picking up our stride here. So we got a little bit of nose damage, couple cautions prior to the last restart when Cody Reeder blew his engine, money shifting. So I felt like that affected the speed a little bit. We definitely were lagging a little bit off the corner, but we still had, for the most part, really good speed through the turns, and was able to kind of figure out what I needed to do. Really, pretty much the second run on, and then I was just able to go out and execute and got to clean his bumper. I didn't really think I was going to have a chance with the dirty air, and then I sent it down. Pretty much did the same move that I did to get past Timmy earlier in the race, and it stuck. And surprisingly, he was I guess he didn't have a very good entry to the corner because we were side by side coming up off. So pinched me a little bit there. I'm glad we didn't make contact then. It's usually the same result regardless if it's in the corner or out of the corner. So glad we were able to at least get down the backstretch and into turn 3. And I think we just both sent it in there, and two guys going for one spot, and it rarely ever works out. So, but really appreciative that we were able to come out on the other side of this. Got to thank Wake Up Narcolepsy for being on the hood of this thing. Man, we've had a lot of success with them lately. And we really hope to keep it going through these summer months.
Darlington. What about it? Talk to me. Are we good? Happy about it?
I think Darlington's honestly, it's one of my best statistical tracks. I won there last year. I always love throwback. Throwback weekend's just one of the. I don't know. There's something about it to go through the decades and see everybody.
You
New
got your new
cars.
paint ready?
Yeah, it's in the process of getting made.
Excellent.
Yeah, we'll have Red Bull back on there as the primary for the first time this year. So it'd be really cool to get them back on there. Throwing it back to Casey Kane when he was at Red Bull Racing. It's always so cool to see all the guys in the throwbacks, because on the sim you can really throw it back to anything. You throw it back to yourself, real life stuff. You can run what they're running in real life, or you can make it your own. So it's always really neat, and I really like Darlington as a racetrack.
Alrighty, man. Well, we got pretty much most of your shout-outs. Would you like to shout out the Choose Cone car?
Yeah, I got to thank Jacob for doing the Choose Cone car. I do want to mention to all the viewers, I am driving a real-life late model stock car at Florence Motor Speedway on June 8th, and I'm currently running the Your Name Here campaign, thanks to London Landscaping LLC. If you go to Linktree, it's linktr.ee/V Arthur Racing. You can actually put your name on the hood alongside the main sponsor. So it's $20 per name, and all of this is going to continue my racing career and help me get a couple more races this year. So
Nice.
if you want to be a part of that, I'd love to have you on board. There's a bunch of different packages you can choose from, and I'd really love to see your names out when I'm actually racing. So besides that, got to thank Red Bull, Exalta, everybody at Flatline, everybody on my number 24 Chevrolet Camaro, and thank you guys for the broadcast.
All right. Appreciate you, Vincent, and good luck at Darlington.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yep. All righty, Stella. That is going to do it for us here, with Vincent Arthur coming away with the win. Brady Moats sitting second, and Matthew George was our third place finisher. Dustin Kleba ended up in fourth, and Josh Conover rounding out our top five. Boy, oh boy. Interesting race. Definitely a one they're going to kind of look at a little bit of strategy of what happened there at the end. I'm sure it's nothing will really come much of it there, Stella, I would probably say, but but they're gonna look. I mean, it looked like two guys got into each other. Just unfortunately, Cleveland got the worst of it. And I really wish he would have ricocheted off the wall and it would have kept straight.
Yeah.
And maybe them kind of door each other to the finish. I think that would have been probably a more favorable finish than him kind of getting kind of popped out there, and that was the only bummer. But breaking that right front toe link on him, he was just trying to limp it across, and I don't blame him. So, Stella, any last input?
No, but that was as close to to real life as it gets with the photo finish, except we just finished and didn't photo. But no, I'm looking forward to next week. I too love the throwback schemes. Totally throws me off as far as trying to keep up with who is who. But I am looking forward to Darlington, the Lady in Black.
Yep, and I am looking forward to Darlington as well, guys. If you were looking to meet me, I will be at Darlington on Sunday. Send me a little DM over Discord, and maybe we can find each other. Turn 1, turn 4, somewhere around there. It's gotta be somewhere there on the front stretch. But until we meet again, we're finishing up here with the National Oval Racing Association. Vincent Arthur is the winner here. And until Darlington, be safe, be kind, and we'll see all you all then.